What's up, Lombres? It's Moody Colo, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be playing Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions. This game I actually played a long time ago on PlayStation, the original Final Fantasy Tactics, and this one's actually, for the most part, it's a remake. They amped the difficulty up to the original Japanese version because the English version was much simpler. Took away a lot of the exploitable glitches, added 2 new classes, which I've heard one of them is kind of and the other one was a pre-existing class that you just didn't have access to. So anyway, let's hop right in. I am Arslan, student of Ivalis's middle age. You are familiar with the War of the Lions, no? It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Ivalis in two. Here we first mention of Delita Hyrule, a heretofore known young man, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark act of our history. That was a word I was not prepared for. His is a heroism of great renown, a story familiar to all who dwell within our land. Ah, but what the eye sees is oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth. There was another young man, the youngest of House Belv, long famed for producing leaders of knights and men. There was no official record of the role he played on history's stage. However, according to the Durai papers, the existence of which became known to the public only this last year, they had long lain concealed church archives. This forgotten young man is in fact the true hero. The church maintains he was a heretic, an inciter of unrest and disturber of the peace, which account is to be believed. Join me in my search to uncover the answers. Ah, but before we begin, might I ask you to share with me your name and the date of your birth? Alright. So, if anyone has ever played this game before, it's kind of a... It's not so much a standalone, they've made others, but it's very different from other Final Fantasies. It's a turn-based strategy, and it's got kind of a... It's not a super hard learning curve, but, I mean, it's definitely there. Well, anyway, on this run, I'm going to try and use no special units, aside from, obviously, the main character. And, most importantly, I'm going to try and use units that I'm actually going to rename. I've had a couple of friends just throw out some jobs, and so I'm going to be using those. And each unit's been designated to a friend. They're only going to be able to use the 2 jobs that my friends gave them. So, for instance, this is one I am going to have. I'm going to have a Chemist Black Mage. He is only going to be able to use Chemist and Black Mage things. And personally, I think that's just going to make it a little more challenging, a little interesting, because part of the game is, it's just sort of, you make whatever the fuck you need. And now I'm going to have to actually rely on people making, or not people making, I have to actually think and be real tactical about this team of misfits that I'm going to be leading. Is the name Mudukolo alright? Yes, sir. We're just gonna use my actual birthday, so yeah. I am a Capricorn. Oh boy. This is one of the newer things. I definitely didn't have these wonderful cutscenes. That was actually a... I actually really like that. That's a nice new touch they had from the old one. O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation. Lady Ovelia, it is time. I'll not be much longer, Agrias. Your escort has already arrived, Majesty.
Please heed the good lady's word, Highness. You must hurry. Still in here, are you? It's been the better part of an hour.
Gafgarian, you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of a princess.
Mayhap bowed heads would less offend. You would do well to waste less time on ideal pleasantries.
I see, even the noble order of the northern sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves.
A guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not expect chivalry. We are in employ of the order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you.
Govern your tongue.
Enough. Let us be on our way. One other thing I really noticed, they've kind of spiced up the dialogue. It's more, it more fits the era that this game takes place.
The Father watch over you, child.
And you, Elder. Uh-oh.
Milady, the enemy is upon us.
Duke Goltana's men. We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep. What is it, Mudicolo? You above getting paid to do a job?
I'm a knight no longer, just another sellsword.
Right then, to battle.
I feel like I tweaked his voice just slightly.
Deliver us, O Lord.
I don't know how well I'm going to be able to keep up these voices. This is kind of a long game. I'll try and keep them as consistent as I can. Apologies for any inconsistencies that are bound to happen.
They bear the crest of the Black Lion. Duke Goltana must be mad. Does he mean to start a war?
You there, witch! You cannot hope to defeat us. You will surrender the princess. If not, well, I would hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours. A head-on assault, these swords of Goltana lack wit, one and all.
In that case, we should be able to handle this without you, Gafgarian.
Maybe you could, but there's no money to be made in that. Lad, Mudicolo, with me.
Objective, defeat all enemies. Alright, so if this is how it was in the old game, this is the tutorial. Just sort of get yourself comfortable. You only control one unit. You control your unit. And in my experience, I can never kill anyone. Gafgarian and Agrias are going to kill basically everyone. So what I like to do, I like to just try and kill that lady with the cape right there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and knock her out.
Kill them all, leave no man standing.
You would have us slaughter them? Are you mad? Kill them here and you'll pay into Duke Goltana's hand. We need only put them to rout.
I find dead men rout more easily.
And here we go. So actually, as I said, I played this game when I was younger. I don't know if I said, I want to say I was around 8. For whatever reason, I could not pronounce Gafgarian's name. And so me and my brother used to always call him Giraffery. Metal. Oh. Let me see if I can figure out what button is the... Lob a stone at a far-off foe. Okay. Sacrifice HP, okay. Oops. How did I do that? Oh, okay. Encourage an ally, increasing their bravery. Alright, so they changed the names of a lot of those. Sorry, I kind of had to sit there and look at what I was looking at. Take that. Ooh. So yeah, as you can see down here, it says I'm level 9, 69 experience. This is a tutorial mission. This actually happens kind of in the future as opposed to what's going to happen in Chapter 1. So it really doesn't matter what you do right here. And we don't care. We're going to face that way. Valencia. So I guess during this tutorial I can kind of explain the way things work. So this game uses the job system, as many Final Fantasies do. I don't know how many of them do. I'm not a real big player of Square Enix's games. This is my favorite one, and the only other one I've ever played is 9, actually, and I didn't beat it. I got to the beginning of the second disc, and that was about it. So you can level up with experience, and then you can also level up your job, and there is 22 jobs in this game. Each one has their own set of skills and such. Anyway, you gain what's called JP, job points, and XP, experience points, to level up both. And actually, as your jobs level up, you unlock other jobs. I kind of have an idea what I want to do for my unit, but as I said, for this run, I'm going to have preset units already. So my unit is basically just going to be whatever we still need. Can we do it, boys? Can we put her down? Put her down like old Yeller! Yes! Victory. We're down here. What are the Oh, well, that's one of them. Okay, there's another one. How do I rotate map? Found it. We're getting out of here, boys. Yes. Battle's over. Don't even care. We already won. There we go. So when you at the end of that, when you it was like face the direction. Basically, if an enemy comes at you from the side or behind, they have a much better chance of hitting you than if they attack you from the front. But as we all know, ooh, could I knock out another one? Oh, come on. Agrius. I gotta take the fun out of everything. This is probably one of the worst tutorials I've ever played in my life. Albeit, I did notice that this game actually had a tutorial button at the main menu. I didn't press it though to see what it was, but I've always viewed this as the tutorial. In my opinion, it's awful. I like the fact that you only control you, so, you know, you get the hang of it. But at the same time, doesn't explain shit. I also forgot to mentally remember what button I pressed to rotate this map. Let's find out real quick. Okay. Alright, we got it. What's this guy's held at? 83. You know what? Just to speed this up a little bit, I'm actually going to contribute to this fight. And I guess I'll face this way. And you are just no fun allowed. Also, I'm noticing some slight audio distortions. I'm really hoping that I hope it doesn't pick up. But I know it will, which is slightly unfortunate. But oh well. What can you do? That man does so much more work than I do. I guess that's another thing to point out. And the one that I used to play for just PlayStation, she don't give a fuck about anything. She just keeps on attacking. With, I think it's called Judgment Sword. It's not what it's called in the... on PlayStation, it's called Stasis Sword. That's honestly what's going to get me. All these are called new things. Also, a lot of the classes, or jobs, I guess they're really called jobs. All the jobs have, most of the jobs have different names. One that comes to mind is Oracle, I think is called a Mystic. And I think the main reason was just all the names were changed to more names commonly used throughout the franchise. Like the Wizard is now Black Mage, and the Priest is now White Mage. Those I get. Ooh, that crit! And I gained a level. Oh, no. But anyway, yeah. She definitely is more concerned about the AI on our side. Because if she'd actually been attacking, we would have been done. Also, this man can cast fire. Why isn't he the main character? What can I do? Throw rocks and tackle people. Oh my gosh, you're gonna be that guy. Look, we're all looking at you. You're sitting here, making a scene. And now you're frozen in time. Oh.
The princess.
This way. Be quick. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you.
You've quite a mouth on you, princess. Forgive me. 'Tis your birth and faith that wrong you, not I.
Hold there!
Is it truly him?
cannot be.
Delita, he lives? But why does he fight under the banner of Duke Goltana?
I actually really like that new cutscene thing. The way that cutscene played out in the PlayStation was kind of like this. Oh, here we go. Records of the hero Delita first appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of Lions. The loss of the 50-year war saw knights returning from the front stripped of livelihood. Their fealty to the crown and nobility abandoned. Many became rogues and traitors. Men donning the thieves' cloak and plotting treason against the crown. It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. Of such, the city of Garland, too, saw its share. So anyway, the way those cutscenes would play would be like this right here, where it would literally just be the characters on the map, and then just text box would appear. So I really like that cutscene thing. Also, that part that I just read, the text went across the screen so slow. Like, that game treated like you didn't know how to read.
Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Eagros. The Corpse Brigade again?
I wonder where all this leads, Delita. What do you make of this?
I'm not sure. I have my guesses, but
I'm listening.
I think Duke Log is coming to Garland.
Duke Larg? But why?
Not just the Duke, the Marquis Elmdor de Limberry too.
That's the first I've heard of it. This is not the sound of a state visit.
All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is they're numbered too few.
And they mean to bolster their numbers with us?
All right, everybody form up. The Order of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its Knights Apprentice. As I'm sure you're already aware, the number of brigands roaming Galleon is on the rise. Among them the Corpse Brigade, a seditious lot with a grudge against the crown. Rogues such as they must be dealt with. The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the brigade, an operation of a grand scale. We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard, stationed at Eagros. They will leave Eagros Castle undemanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses.
Whisper, whisper, whisper. Mumble, 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 jumble shit I don't know.
The time to take up arms is upon you, young apprentices. I've just received word that a band of thieves routed by our knights flee here to Garland, seeking refuge. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismissed.
I would love to save. And this is the first actual mission of the game. I think I'm actually going to wrap it up here. We're approaching 30 minutes. I want to try and keep it... Ideally, I want to do 15 to 20. This episode ran a little wrong, being the first one, but oh well. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I look forward to giving you guys more content. Later.